Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the month of virtue series on Sir Ijaz. Tonight is the 25th night of Ramadan in Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore we should be searching for Laylatul Qadr once more. I hope you had a chance to take some rest during the day and that you had an adequate iftar, perhaps have some snacks prepared for tonight, and that you've given some thought as to how you will spend your night in worship. Remember, you don't have to spend the entire night in Salah. One can rotate between the different acts of ibadah and even schedule some naps in between so you won't be too exhausted tomorrow, especially if you have to go to work. Today, inshallah, we'll be looking at a short hadith which is meant to provoke some introspection. We might be guilty of possessing one or more of these traits and not be aware of the severity of them, and hopefully this reminder could help us to put some effort into rectifying our affairs, and Allah's help is sought. Narrated Abdullah ibn Amr, the Prophet, peace be upon him, said, "Whoever has the following 4 characteristics will be a pure hypocrite, and whoever has one of the following 4 characteristics will have one characteristic of hypocrisy unless and until he gives it up. Number 1. Whenever he is entrusted, he betrays. A Muslim should be very wary about the things that are entrusted to us. Perhaps our relative or friend asks to leave something of value with us for safekeeping while they are away. If we have agreed and decided to take on that responsibility, then we should faithfully hold on to it and see to it that it is returned when the time comes. Maybe we have asked to borrow something and it was lent to us in good faith for a limited amount of time on the expectation that it will be returned after usage. We should use it with care for the intended purpose and return it at the agreed time. How many neighbors, friends, and family members have we borrowed tools, kitchen utensils, small appliances, and so many other items from, and years have passed without it being returned? Maybe the lender has forgotten or is ashamed to ask back for it. Does that excuse us from giving back what was entrusted to us? If on hearing this you realize you have borrowed something and never returned it, no matter how much time has passed, do not feel ashamed to call up the owner and make arrangements to have it returned. Allah describes the believers in chapter 23, verse 8 of the Holy Quran as those who are faithfully true to their amanat, or the duties which Allah has ordained, honesty, moral responsibility, and trusts, and to their covenants. Number 2. Whenever he speaks, he tells a lie. If we were to examine our speech daily, would we find it to be truthful, or are we in the habit of telling lies, big ones and small ones, and embellishing the truth? Remember, the Prophet, peace be upon him, told us, "And beware of telling lies, for lying leads to obscenity, and obscenity leads to hellfire, and the person who keeps telling lies and endeavors to tell lies is recorded as a liar with Allah." Number 3. Whenever he makes a covenant, he proves treacherous. The term covenant may seem archaic, but it basically entails pledges, promises, and agreements. So whichever of these you may be party to, ensure that you are faithfully holding up your end and not falsifying your word in order to gain benefit or favor from others while not contributing yourself. Number 4. Whenever he quarrels, he behaves in a very imprudent, evil, and insulting manner. We should try when disagreeing with others to do so in a respectful manner without resorting to insults and ad hominem attacks. May Allah safeguard us from these 4 traits, and if we should find any of them in ourselves, let us take the appropriate actions to correct and safeguard against them. It is hoped that such rectification is aided by our fasting in this season of restraint, not only from food and drink and marital relations, but everything that leads to the displeasure of Allah. Thank you for watching. Continue to see results with Sir Ijaz. Till tomorrow, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.